everyone, I'm Sarah and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you my brand new Singer S0100 Serger. Just a quick note before we get started, today I'm wearing McCall's 5136. The link to the video with that sew along is right here at the top of the screen. This is my Singer S0100 Serger / overlocker. It was a gift from Brad. He ordered it from CanadianTire.ca as part of their Black Friday sale for $259.99. Right now, Canadian Tire is selling the same Serger for $399.99. So this was a great deal. Amazon is selling the same Serger for $334 with free shipping. I really wanted a Serger because I tend not to finish all the inside seam allowances of my garments, and this Serger would finish all of them for me. This was such a wonderful and thoughtful gift because I've been dreaming about owning a Serger for years. When out thrifting, I was always on the hunt for one. The Singer website says that the S0100 Serger saves time because it sews a seam and a seam finish at the same time, while trimming away the excess seam allowances. Seams and finishes, just like the ones you see on store-bought garments, are possible thanks to this Serger. You can use 2 threads, 3 threads, or 4 threads for a variety of stitch combinations. This machine allows you to sew those narrow little hems on napkins or stitch up a knit top with seams that stretch with the fabric without popping. Sew a decorative edge around a fleece blanket for a bit of extra flair. You can choose from a variety of stitches for basic sewing, decorative sewing, and more because there are 6 different stitch types to ensure the perfect stitch no matter what project. Blind hems, rolled hems, flat locking, finishing raw edges, and sewing seams. This Serger sews up to 1,300 stitches per minute for faster results. It has a color-coded threading system that simplifies the threading process, and the lower looper LED light increases visibility for easier threading.
Included in the box with the Serger were important safety instructions and the quick start guide, which shows you how to thread the machine. There was no instruction manual included with my Serger. Instead, there was a small sheet of paper that said, "One stitch won't make a garment, but with many stitches, something beautiful can be made. Thanks for helping us make a small stitch in an effort to reduce the amount of paper we consume." Then it said, "Your machine manual can be found online at singer.com/manuals." I refer to my sewing machine manuals all the time, so I downloaded a copy, printed it, and I keep it close at hand. Also included in the box were extra needles, Singer Style 2022 needles sized 14/90, a 2-thread converter, and a screwdriver. The Serger also comes with tweezers that are located on the inside panel of the machine. The Serger has a general purpose foot and cone adapters. The Serger is operated with a foot controller that is plugged into the side of the machine. Sliding the front cover to the left opens up the machine, and you can see the black tweezers on the front panel. Here you can see the inside of the Serger, which came pre-threaded. The front cover has a safety switch, and the machine will not sew if the front cover is open. The flat bed is removable for free arm sewing. The free arm makes it easier to sew small items in hard to reach areas such as armholes and overcasting trouser cuffs.
For convenience, the machine arrived pre-threaded, and the accessories included were located in the storage area at the front of the machine. I wanted to test my brand new machine right away, so I grabbed my spools of serging thread, 3 spools of green and one of navy and threaded my machine. The trick to this is to leave a long enough tail of thread to tie it to the new thread. Once you've tied the new thread onto the old thread, pull it all the way through the machine, all the way until the knot reaches the other side of the needle. Do this on all 4 needles for easy threading.
I had only 4 spools of serger thread. 2 I had used on previous sewing projects and the other 2 were brand new. I bought all my serger thread at Fabricland in store, even though I didn't have a serger at the time. I thought the green threads were very pretty and it was on sale. How could I say no? I used the emerald green serger thread on a couple of previous sewing projects, New Look 6203 and Simplicity 8999. These are 2 pairs of pants with elasticized waistbands and top stitched with the emerald green thread. I think that top stitching makes the pants look designer. I untangled the white thread that was pre-threaded on the machine and then took an end of the green thread from the first spool and tied it to the first white thread. I cut off the excess thread at the knot and placed the spool on the thread stand. I draped the green and white thread tied together behind the serger. Then I unwound some green thread off the second spool and placed it on the second spot on the thread stand. The pre-threaded white thread was badly tangled. I tried to unravel the 3 threads, but I ended up cutting off a knot as close as possible to the ends of the threads so that I still had enough to work with to tie the knots. I tied the end of the second green thread to the end of the second white thread and cut off the excess.
I rethreaded my machine this way, but I didn't pull the old thread all the way through because I was just learning and testing my machine, so it got jammed and I had to rethread the serger manually. The color-coded threading system and the quick start guide made this a breeze. So this is a color-coded threading system, and there's a guide down here at the bottom as well as the quick start guide. The threading path for each thread is indicated with a specific color to simplify the threading process. The differential feed controls the ratio of movement between the front and back sections of the feed teeth and allows you to sew super stretchy fabrics without the wavy distortion and shears without puckering. The built-in free arm makes it possible to sew around small cuffs and sleeves, great for children's clothing and more. So the arm comes off like this, and you can just set that aside, and then you've got that. And it just slides right back into place. You can customize the appearance of a stitch by increasing or decreasing the distance between stitches using this dial here. Use this function for various stitch techniques like applique, basting, and more. The size of the stitch from left to right is adjustable to make the stitch sew narrower or wider as desired. Choose from seam finishes, hem finishes, and decorative edges thanks to a variety of stitch combinations available. The presser foot has an extra high position available to accommodate thick fabrics. The movable upper knife can be engaged to trim excess seam allowances as you sew, or it can be rolled out of the way for special techniques like flat locking or any time when you don't want the machine to trim. The machine's internal frame is metal, providing long-lasting durability. My serger came with a 1-year warranty that I registered on the Singer.com website. When registering, I had to create my SewNet account and upload a receipt for the warranty to be activated.
Now let's see the Singer S0100 Serger in action. I ordered some serger thread from Fabricland online and re-threaded the machine with white to sew some gift bags. The white thread was the best match for this pale blue rayon silk mix that I bought at Len's Mill store in London, Ontario. I I place my fabric under the presser foot and turn the hand wheel toward me about 2 or 3 turns to start the chain. Then I applied pressure to the foot controller and gently guided the fabric with my left hand as I sewed. I flipped the fabric to the other side to check the seam. It was perfect! Then I continued to sew the seam. Once I got to the end of the fabric, I continued to sew and left a chain of stitching about 5 centimeters long.
Overall, I'm thrilled to have this machine, and I'm looking forward to sewing all the knit fabrics from my fabric haul, as well as other fabrics that fray, so that the raw edges are encased in stitching with this wonderful machine. My serger will definitely reduce the amount of time I spend using my pinking shears to finish the seam allowances and the amount of fray block I use. I hope you enjoyed unboxing my Singer S0100 Serger with me. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. I love sharing my new, vintage, and out-of-print sewing patterns, and my tips, tricks, quick fixes, and even my mistakes when sewing along with you. I also love sharing my wonderful fabric finds that I thrifted from charity shops, as well as brand new fabric online and in-store. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and press the bell so you receive a notification when I release a new video. If you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.